Welcome back. As always, we're checking out another interesting find from the AI agent store. Today, we're zeroing in on something called Strands agents. It really caught our eye browsing the site.
Yeah, this one's interesting. It's not just another agent framework. It's presented as a pretty powerful open source SDK. We should probably dig into its main capabilities, see what makes it, stand out for building these AI systems.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack this. The description calls it an open source SDK for building and orchestrating single or multi-agent systems. But for someone working with LLMs, trying to integrate tools, what does that actually mean in practice?
Well, what's really fascinating here, I think, is the model-driven architecture. Think of it like this. You're not stuck with just one specific large language model.
Oh, okay. Flexibility.
Exactly. It's designed so you can swap different LLMs in or out, maybe OpenAI's models, maybe Google's, maybe an open source one. And crucially, it lets you easily connect basically any external tool or service.
Right, so giving the LLM hands to do things beyond just text.
Precisely. Pulling data, sending emails, interacting with other software. Without tools, an LLM is smart, but it's kind of stuck in its box, right? With tools, it becomes more like an automated worker. That's the idea.
Okay, so that leads to something else that really jumped out at me. The material notes an autonomy level of 83%. That's a really specific and high number.
Mm.
How does Strands agents actually achieve that level of autonomous operation? Does that mean humans are just out of the picture?
That's a good question. It gets there using this quite sophisticated agentic loop. It involves 4 stages: plan, reason, act, and then reflect.
Plan, reason, act, reflect. Well,
Yeah. And it's not just a theoretical flowchart. It's how the agent adapts when things don't go perfectly. So imagine it's trying to schedule something complicated, plan figures out the steps, reason works out the best order, considering dependencies and things.
makes sense.
Act is doing the work, sending the invite, updating a project board. But reflect is the key bit here.
The learning part.
Exactly. It looks back. Did that step work? Did it fail? Did it take too long? And it adjusts its next plan based on that reflection. That continuous self-correction is really how it manages to operate so autonomously, hitting that kind of percentage. It handles unexpected issues much better.
So resilient, but not totally human-free.
No, not completely. Human oversight is still vital, for setting the overall goals, checking the performance, and stepping in for really tricky edge cases the AI can't resolve. 83% is high, but not 100%.
Right, okay. So it's not just about one agent doing its thing really well, it's also about coordination. The source talks about multi-agent workflows, things like swarms, graphs, agent-to-agent communication. That sounds complex, like a whole team of AIs. Can you maybe paint a picture of what that looks like in the real world? How does that help you, the listener?
Yeah, let's connect it. Think about how human teams work. Swarms might be like a bunch of agents tackling different parts of the same problem all at once really fast.
Like brainstorming or parallel processing?
Sort of, yeah. Graphs are more structured, like an assembly line where one agent's output becomes the next agent's input, following a defined path. And agent-to-agent communication is just what it sounds like. They can talk to each other, maybe delegate tasks or negotiate resources. So this layered approach lets you build really sophisticated automation. It's ideal for developers building agents that need tools, obviously, but also for orchestrating these complex workflows and critically deploying them into production environments with proper monitoring.
You mentioned observability there, and the source mentions open telemetry and tracing. For someone actually building and running these, why is that so important? Is it just logging?
Oh, it's much more than just logging. It's like having an X-ray into your agent's brain while it's working. When you deploy these things for real, you need to know why an agent made a specific decision, how well it's performing, if it's getting stuck.
Right, debugging AI can be tricky.
Exactly. Observability tools like open telemetry give you that deep visibility. You can trace the agent's steps, pinpoint errors quickly. It moves you from guessing to actually understanding what's going on inside. It's also really useful just for experimenting, seeing how different models or tool chains perform.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense for practical deployment.
Yeah.
So for anyone listening who's thinking, okay, this sounds interesting, maybe I'll try it out. What are the practicalities? Is it expensive? Hard to get started?
Well, the good news is the pricing model is free. It's open source.
Okay. Big plus.
Huge plus. That makes it really accessible. It seems particularly relevant for people in, say, software development, maybe managing cloud infrastructure, automating business processes, and definitely for research. Anywhere that flexibility and transparency are valued. So yeah, Strands Agents really offers this robust, adaptable, and accessible way to build, coordinate, and deploy these advanced AI agent systems.
It definitely sounds like a powerful resource, especially with that focus on high autonomy and the open source flexibility. It really does show how much impact these kinds of community-driven solutions can have.
Yeah, it makes you think, doesn't it? Consider how a system with that kind of autonomy, that 83%, could potentially streamline some of the complex workflows you deal with every day. If you want to check out Strands Agents for yourself, you can find it over at aiagentstore.ai. And as always, we really appreciate you taking the time to rate our conversation. Thanks for tuning in.